Hello, my name is Sandra Lee, and I serve in the Department of Administrative Services as the Deputy Director for the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, also known as ODEI. Over these last 2 days, we have learned together several important principles. We have learned about the individual rights of our State of Ohio team members to be authentically themselves. We've also learned the rights of the public we serve to have accessibility to our services with ease. We've learned tips on infusing a DEI approach into our talent acquisition efforts and how we will journey together to evaluate and remove any excess barriers to our physical locations, programs, employment opportunities, and all the services we offer. I want to extend a very special thank you to the entire DEI team and the conference organizers and our presenters for all your hard work. And I sincerely thank each of you for attending the 2022 Inclusion Conference. We will see you again in 2023. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jonathan Rawlings, technology-based training developer for Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities. I hope you found the sessions over the past couple of days informative and have enjoyed attending as much as I've enjoyed supporting them behind the scenes. We very much appreciate your support of diversity, equity, and disability inclusion efforts across the state of Ohio. Thank you for joining us for this year's Inclusion Conference.
Hello, I am Abby Fraze. I've had the pleasure of supporting James with the Disability Inclusion Program since its inception in 2019. Although I work for Medicaid, it's a personal honor for me to support disability inclusion. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Smith from the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services Endpoint Productivity Unit, and this is actually my third year helping out with the Inclusion Conference. Personally, I find this conference to be important enough that I brought my entire team of modern workplace specialists into the fold to help with production and tech support, so a big shout out to them. I'd also really like to thank James and the rest of the crew for facilitating yet another wonderful and relevant event, and I really appreciate that all of Team Ohio can support disability inclusion.
Thanks for attending the conference.
Thank you so much for joining us for the Inclusion Conference.
Thank you so much for joining us at the 2022 Inclusion Conference. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to be involved, and I hope you found it to be beneficial.
Thank you, everyone, for attending this year's Inclusion Conference.
Over the past 2 days, we've seen sessions that support our disability inclusion objectives. Words on a piece of paper. Claudia Gordon, one of our speakers, made a profound point. She stressed the importance of each of us embracing the best practices and concepts of disability inclusion. When we do that, we make our designation as a disability inclusion state a reality. When we are willing to accommodate the citizens that we serve, our employees and prospective employees, we see the progress and the reality of being a model employer. Thank you for attending.
Thanks for joining us.
From the Office of DEI, thank you for coming.
Thank you for attending.
Thanks for spending part of your day with us.
Thank you so much for attending.
On behalf of the Ohio Disability Inclusion Program, thank you so much for attending.